Alright, we're in a cell. What can we do here? How can we escape? Let's just start to talk with this guy. Looks like he wants a cigarette. And the hint tells us to make a cigarette. Well, if we move around, we can see what we can find. Toilet paper. But nothing in here. But we have some weed over here. Or something. Something slimy. And we have a wing nut or something similar. So let's pick that up. Okay, so perhaps we can combine these two? No. However, we seem to have a very hot lamp up here. And this one is particularly hot. So let's try to do this. And perhaps now we can make that cigarette that he wanted. Press an e-cigarette or something. Since it's a robot. Alright, I can zoom in, I forgot that. If I right click, it will be zoomed in. Alright, perfect. His arm fell off, so now we have it. So that just means that we can use it. Perhaps to reach something. Sorry guys. Let's try to reach further. Or farther. A broom. That must be perfect. Good thing we have a large stomach. So if we combine these two items, it will give us the tool we want and need to escape. And now we still have the broom key. So it means we can use it on a different place. These guys are easily startled. Let's go the other direction instead. Oh, another one of these. Let's open that one as well. And apparently we don't need the key anymore. Yeah, that's me and my girlfriend, Berta. These guys, seriously. So, what shall we do here? The hint tells us that we want to make him fall. Can we pick up these? No. Perhaps we can do it when he's not watching. And I happen to know that we also need the key. So let's see if we can reach that key. And we can walk over here, use the key in this keyhole. So now we open the cell and let's spread out these bullets. Serves him right. Alright, so we can actually open that one as well. There, all cells opened. Yeah, there's not much more we can do here, I think. Oops. So in here, this is our old cell. We can't actually do anything here. So we can go out. Did you see that? Up here. That might come in handy. Nope. No robot droppings. Alright, let's get up. And then we have a door over here. Well, it seems to be very locked. And we have a... Can't do anything. This one goes up between 0 and 11, and this one all the way up to 59. That just means that it's like a watch or something. So we should have perhaps get a code that is something like a watch. Let's see. All right. A new room. Looks empty. Or sounds empty. Oil, everything a robot wants. But it's empty, so it's not really that useful. So what shall we do in here? Let's check the hint. A button. There's the black hats again. And up on the tall tower, they're placing something that looks like a bomb. And we need to do something about that. So what do we have here? We have a watch, or clock. That seems to be out of order because it's moving way too fast. But if you press this light button, you can see a different pattern, a glow in the dark pattern. It says 4:45. So let's try that code over at the cell block. $4.45. Perfect. So let's see what's in this locker. Well, here is a puzzle. Here, the goal here is to make all the green ones end up in the pyramid in the center. And this can be, well, it's not extremely hard, but it can actually take some time. Oh, like that. It's not very hard, but sometimes it can be a little tricky. So here we found a gun. A string gun. I don't know what it's called. So this is what we can call a small hub, perhaps. We can walk between different rooms We can solve puzzles and then go back, and we can miss things. I never stepped out the door, but you can also go outside. So we can be here in the next room as well. And all this, it belongs to the same puzzle, so to say. We need to manage a few tasks to get to the next area. All right? But now we're actually done in there, so we will not go back in there. We can, but we won't. Here we have a dog. And perhaps we can combine these things and fetch him. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. So the hint says the same thing. So we need to find a way to make him come out in the open. But there's not much more we can do here. So I'll just push these containers over here. And I will do it because I can, basically. And here's a purple lady robot that has a dog whistle, it seems, so perhaps she is missing something. Her robot dog, perhaps. And then we want the umbrella to get past this area. Alright, so here's the control panel, and it's a very cute puzzle. It can be tricky. It actually took me quite some time the first time I did it, but here's what we're gonna do. These 3 arrows and these 3 arrows should switch places. So these down ones should be down here and these ones should be up here. We can move an arrow to an empty space in front, and this one is just controlling the up and down. So we can move it 1 step, or if we are face on something, we can jump over the other one. But we can't go back and we can't reverse things, and this will start things all over again. The trick here is to never end up in a situation where you have 2 versus 2, because then no one can move. Alright? So we need to watch out for that. So if I move this down, this one up, I have 2, and then this must go. Nope. Alright, something like this. Perfect. And what does this give us? Well, the top one is out of the way, so now we can actually move this container back. And this might open up opportunities for us. Perhaps jump on top. So now we're getting into a fun little room where we have a control panel to move something. So if you press this button here, it says oil. Then you can see down here that the oil is dripping. So we're controlling this one. And then we have buttons to control this arrow, and let's see if we can that's one. So we move this big old oil can to different positions. And this is the one we want, because then we can pump up some oil here. And it's exactly what the dog likes. Which makes it possible for us to capture him. Or her. Here, lady, here's your robot pet. And now we can use the umbrella to protect ourselves from water, because we don't want to rust. And we can move along to the next scene, and we will not coming back here again. And we know that because we're getting rid of the umbrella. So we can move to the next part and enter the next quest hub.